the most powerful icebreakers in the world, how they work and what they are capable of. For Russia at all times, the Northern Sea Route, which runs along the northern coast of the country, was a strategic highway along which it is possible to transport cargo, transport ships and warships from the west to the east of the country and back. This is the shortest way from Europe to Japan and China. We talk about nuclear icebreakers that help in the development of a difficult region, how they work, how they differ from ordinary ships, and how much it costs to ride on one of them. What is an icebreaker and how does it work? Icebreakers are a special class of ships that are designed to overcome even the thickest ice. They allow you to explore the most inhospitable regions of the world, the ice-covered waters of the Arctic. In order for a ship to be considered an icebreaker, it must have three features that most conventional vessels lack: power, a reinforced hull, and a special shape for breaking ice. This allows such vessels to overcome pack ice or frozen waterways. To break ice effectively, such ships must be very powerful, relatively short, wide, and extremely heavy. They break the ice using inertia and force. In essence, a nuclear icebreaker is a steamship. A nuclear reactor heats water, which turns into steam. It spins turbines, exciting generators that generate electricity supplied to electric motors that turn three propellers. The thickness of the hull in the places of ice breaking is 5 centimeters, but the strength of the hull is given not so much by the thickness of the skin as by the number and location of the frames. The icebreaker has a double bottom, so in case of a hole, water will not flow into the ship. And how does the icebreaker differ from other ships? Icebreakers are distinguished by an inclined bow, large displacement weight for their size and power. In addition, they are specially reinforced to withstand the impact of the ship on the ice at high speed. The case is very thick and made of steel resistant to low temperatures. At the same time, icebreakers have sloping sides and a stem for maneuvering in icy water. Moreover, some ice-breaking vessels have a hull whose width in the bow is greater than in the stern in order to increase the width of the ice channel created by it. And so, icebreakers need power. Where to get it from? It's simple: from nuclear energy. For example, the nuclear icebreaker 50 Years of Victory has 2 nuclear reactors with a capacity of 170 megawatts each. The capacity of these 2 installations is enough to supply electricity to a city with a population of 2 million people. Nuclear reactors are reliably protected from accidents and external shocks. The icebreaker can withstand a direct hit into the reactor of a passenger aircraft or a collision with the same icebreaker at speeds up to 10 kilometers per hour. By the way, the reactors are refueled with new fuel every 5 years. Which countries are building nuclear icebreakers? Russia or the Soviet Union is the only country in the world building nuclear icebreakers. Such vessels were specially built, taking into account the strategic importance of the Northern Sea Route and the more obvious need to guarantee the safety of Russian merchant ships in winter and the dependence of Arctic settlements on supplies. Russia has the only nuclear icebreaker fleet in the world, designed to solve the tasks of ensuring a national presence in the Arctic based on the use of advanced nuclear achievements. With his appearance, the real development of the far north began. This is due to the fact that all the northern borders of the state are maritime, and they pass through the waters of the Arctic Ocean, the seas of which are covered with ice almost all year, with the exception of part of the Barents Sea. About 30 years ago, more than 50 Soviet caravans of ships got stuck in the ice of the eastern Arctic region. Many settlements of the USSR depended on the cargo and food that the ships were supposed to deliver, and the situation itself posed a danger to the crew. Fortunately, there was a nuclear icebreaker Lenin in the fleet. Thanks to its power and source of nuclear fuel, it saved hundreds of lives during one of the largest and most successful rescue operations in history. The ship was decommissioned in 1989 and left at the base of nuclear icebreakers in the Murmansk Fjord, and then became a museum. Is it possible to travel on an icebreaker? Yes, but it's not cheap. It is possible to be on the top of the planet, Cross the Arctic Ocean on one of the most powerful nuclear icebreakers in the world. Explore historical sites on Franz Josef Land. Ride Zodiac boats, looking at polar bears and walruses. Various travel companies offer to get on a nuclear icebreaker to the top of the world for $28,000, $45,000. Usually trips are planned for the summer. Would you like to visit such a ship? Thank you for watching the video. Like, subscribe to the channel, and write a comment. See you in the next story.